Hey SHIB Army, new info from SHIB Informer. What's happening everyone? Thank you so much for dropping a like. We are actually coming into a lot more news today, and that's what I want to talk about. SHIB Army, crypto, SHIB and Coinbase. If you haven't traded SHIB yet, or even worse, not bought a few million or even billions, which, you know, amounts to a large wave, maybe $5,000, $7,000 of tokens. You're running out of excuses because it's getting listed everywhere. It's going to be getting a lot more updates. It's going to be easier to buy. And that's what they're promising. And when it will be available to buy with fiat, so with a currency. So for example, just going on a bank ATM and buying it from there. This is when a lot of people will buying it in a lot. And indeed, I dumped 2.4k of Doge and attained 250 billion SHIB, much better earnings. And that's definitely true because SHIB is a lot more early. It is a bit more risky than Doge, but Doge has not been seeing any type of growth. But one thing is for sure, if Dogecoin grows, also SHIB will be growing so far. And we're going to be seeing a lot more. But SHIB is in fact rising. As you can see, cryptocurrency Shiba Inu is on a trending surge. It's on a trending surge overall around the world. And you know, with that being said, cryptocurrency will be growing for some time. But today, SHIB Army has moved out our core Telegram groups to a new room and frozen the original for historical purposes. Thank you Shiba Inu Art, Fox Conner, and everyone who had helped make this historical moment possible. Shiba token for a new link, and you can see over here, you don't have our clicks on here, will be redirected to a new site. So it's going crazy, and burn a few trillion coins and we're good, said someone. But thank you so much, Satoshi and the entire Shiba Inu team. We wish you good vibes. This entire great community is very grateful. And they do seem to actually have a new type of wave growth. Like, look at this. If we could get this to 20 billion, we already saw 1.5 billion. We can see a new wave of growth for Shiba Inu holders. Because at 20 billion, that's when people from China were investing into SHIB. And with that being said, when they invested that, we also reached a new at its highest, which made a lot of people super rich. It made a lot of people billionaires. A lot of people, you know, simply would have come off wealthy from Shiba Inu, and that's completely fine. What you don't know is when you invested into SHIB, you're still super early into this. So I just bought $500 worth of SHIBU. So I'm kind of new to crypto once I saw it available to trade in Coinbase. So Coinbase is a huge reason why people are buying, especially those who are new to crypto. I went ahead and invested 500 in here. I mean, why not just shooting my shot? And, you know, investing 500 could turn, you know, even to more as all cryptocurrencies are now growing. New Bitcoin price model suggests Bitcoin will go below 39k again. And with that being said, you know those terrible dips that we had through June and July and so forth. Well, the illiquid supply floor demands the preservation of levels not far below 40,000 as supply drops and demand surges across the board. Bitcoin's price floor rises and rises, with exchange reserves dwindling and major corporate buy-ins expected to be announced. Like, institutions are now coming in. This is exactly something I wanted to be saying. You know, crypto is not going to dip below 39,000. So it's not going to go lower unless, you know, we see all institutions selling, which is simply not going to happen. Analysts are all but guaranteeing Bitcoin price upside. So everyone is saying that Bitcoin is going to be growing, and with Bitcoin's price growing, SHIB is also going to be growing. As Cointelegraph reported, long-term holders are now in possession of more supply than any time since October 2020, which basically whales are accumulating. And now liquid supply data has been combined with a popular and highly accurate stock-to-flow Bitcoin price model to form new minimum price for Bitcoin USD. A screenshot of a new chart shows a lower boundary for Bitcoin USD as being 39,000 as of this week, a level that neatly aligns up with the current technical predictions of where the pair should bounce in the event of a reversal. Now, Bloomberg eyes significant advance in 2021, saying a 135,000 is worst case scenario end of the year close. So we're going to be seeing 135,000 at least for Bitcoin, and that means we're going to be seeing a lot of growth. Past Bitcoin trading trends and crypto's declining supply of versus mainstream adoption suggest a significant advance in 2021, potentially close to 100,000, we believe, chief analyst Mike McGlone said as part of Twitter comments that echo Clements. And McGlone said that no fewer than 5 charts currently pointed to magic 6 figures 1 year after Bitcoin hits a 5-figure price tag and never lost it. So we're going to be seeing a lot more growth so far. And you can see South Korea lawmaker delaying tax laws of crypto is inevitable. On a situation where the relative taxation infrastructure is not sufficiently established, the deferral of taxation on virtual assets is not an option, but an inevitable situation. So they're going to be taxing crypto, but that's completely fine. I'm completely up for that, especially if Bitcoin will never be dipping below 39,000, and that we're seeing at least 135,000 by the end of the year for Bitcoin. Imagine what will happen to SHIB's prices. Now, this is simply insane, ladies and gentlemen. Like, crypto is going up and down. Like, it's going crazy right now, and I'm really excited for that because this means basically Bitcoin is just about to skyrocket. It's just out there. It's just about to happen. And same goes for SHIB, because SHIB really does follow Bitcoin's prices right now from what I'm seeing so far. Rising valuations across asset classes, massive price swings in crypto assets, and events-driven risk observed in 1H21 amid elevated trading volumes raise question about increased risk-taking behavior and possible market exuberance. So what they're trying to say is EU regulators see crypto as a sign of increased risk-taking in the current climate, and a lot of these institutions, big institutions, will be taking their risks in crypto. And this means millions, even billions, will be pumped into crypto very shortly, especially into Shiba Inu, which is very risky. Trust me, it's more risky than investing in Ethereum. But one thing is for sure, you know, here we are the people's coin. Here we can see much more growth than we could ever see in Ethereum yet. Like, even if Ethereum hits $10,000, that's a 3x. SHIB can go 100x. SHIB has the potential of going to that. Yes, it might take some time. You know, nothing is done overnight. But Solana growing so much, and you know, all other cryptocurrencies growing so much. Dogecoin seeing a 5,000% increase. We could be seeing a lot more for Shiba Inu, and that's something I'm super excited for so far. You know, people were not buying Dogecoin at all a year ago. They were not buying SHIB at all, but now these coins have a space in the ecosystem, have the space in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and they will always be used. So there's also 300 billion debt crisis that poses systematic risk to the crypto industry. You know, the debt, so the top Chinese property developer and commercial paper issuer Evergrande will be default. Some analysts believe the firm poses systematic risk to crypto. So we could be seeing a crash. In the view of difficulties, challenges, uncertainties, in improving its liquidity as mentioned above, there's no guarantee that the group will be able to meet its financial obligations, yada yada yada. But currently both Tether and Circle hold commercial paper, and while I think it's unlikely that either would have a large swath of Evergrande bonds, the whole market will roll a bit. And this will affect the market. You have to know about this. This will, in fact, the market a little, as China Evergrande concerns are rippling through market after a company halted trading of its onshore bonds, and you know, they dipped a little. That's what you have to know, and this is going to affect the crypto market so far, but we will always recover, and I'm really excited for that. As look at how much is leaving the exchanges overnight for Ethereum. 1.2 billion Ethereum withdrawn from exchanges the past 24 hours is raising eyes, because this is like next level. We never saw this type of growth before, but here it is. More than 1 billion in Ethereum has been burned since EAP was released. Over 300,000 Ethereum has now been burned. Good morning. AMC's adds Ether and Litecoin to year-end crypto adoption plans, and seems like everyone is now adopting crypto in the real world. And you know, it's only a matter of time before these institutions such as AMC, such as everyone else, starts adding other cryptocurrencies such as SHIB. Same went with Coinbase. They only had Bitcoin and Ethereum at the start, and then they started listing other cryptocurrencies, and one of them is SHIB. And I do think they're going to be listing much more, as Bitcoin holds 48K, as Evergrande forms a Lehman Brothers moment for China. So Lehman Brothers were the big crash. That is something you should consider, but I'll be talking about this next time. Thank you so much for watching. This is something, you know, all holders should know, that is a big trap. So be sure to subscribe for that and drop a like. Until next time, peace everyone.